Good evening, one and all. We welcome you to the International Webinar Series on Holistic Health, Well-being and Sustainable Development 2022, commemorating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, nation celebrating 75 years of independence, and UN Sustainable Development Goals 2030 as part of awareness and campaigns in collaboration with Sri Holistic Health Foundation India and Sri Research Institute Center for Art, Sciences and Wellbeing. Before we start our sessions, let's take the blessings of Almighty.
कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
With the blessings of Almighty, we shall continue to today's session. Just a second. Today, we are commemorating this week, Dyslexia Awareness Week, on occasion of Dyslexia Day, with the theme Breaking Through Barriers. And we have World Space Week. And apart from that, we have National Cinnamon Roll Day, and National Taco Day, and National Fruit at Work Day, and Kindness to Animal Day, and we have World Animal Day, Improve Your Office Day, and International Chung Young Festival, National Truckers Appreciation Day, and finally we have Mahanavami, Ayudha Puja, which is very significant for today. And let's look into each of these aspects. We will first look at World Space Week. World Space Week is an international holiday celebrated every year from October 4th to October 10th in nearly 100 countries across the globe. World Space Week is the largest space event yet put in place to celebrate the benefits of science and technology to human society based on a resolution made on December 6, 1999. The General Assembly declared the World Space Week. There are many benefits of human race receives from space, and this holiday is here to educate everyone about them. Organizations such as space agencies, schools, planetaria, museums, and astronomy clubs coordinate space outreach events in various parts of the world. The evolution of World Space Week was set in motion in 1980 when the World Space Week Association, in short known as WSWA, started organizing a comparatively small space event called Space Week, which featured the celebration of first moon landing every July 16 to 24th. In 1981, WSWA created Space Week National Headquarters to coordinate a national celebration in the United States. By 1999, Space Week has reached over 15 nations. Moreover, in the same year, the United Nations General Assembly declared World Space Week to be held annually from October 4th to October 10th. The first celebration was carried out in 2000 with the WSWA as global coordinator of the event. So today, WSWA oversees an international team of national coordinators who arrange events within their own countries. The WSWA aims to enlighten people about the benefits of space and build their interest through participation using World Space Week as a crown piece. The organization continues to grow the size and impact of the holiday. Their efforts come to fruition as the World Space Week is currently observed in over 90 countries and making it the most extensive space event. And each year, the board of directors, WSWA, pick a theme for the holiday to assist participants in choosing the content of their programs. The advice is to address this year's theme in their events and promotion. So previous events here spoke about women in space 2021, and satellites improve life in 2020. So World Space Week events usually include school activities, exhibitions, government occasions, and special exercises at planetaria. It is a wonderful opportunity for everyone to pursue space awareness and knowledge, and at the same time, having a very wonderful journey to the celestial objects as a hobby, as a passion, or as a curiosity. And this week and this year theme is space and sustainability. So in 2021, more than 6,000 events were organized in over 46 countries under the theme Women and Space. And this year also, over 90 countries celebrating sustainability in peace and sustainability from space, including us today through this webinar series. So World Space Week Association, WSW, is pleased to announce a mentorship challenge in collaboration with WSW 2022 spokesperson Chris Boschel. Together, we will choose 5 individuals who will engage in one-on-one mentorship sessions with Chris Boschel. So this is a wonderful opportunity where we can explore the space and take up some good initiatives. And as already discussed, World Space Week is an international celebration of science and technology and their contribution to the betterment of human condition. As October 4th, 1957, launch of the first human-made Earth satellite, Sputnik 1, thus opening the way for space exploration. And October 10th, the signing of the Treaty on Principles Governing the Activities of Space States in the exploration and peaceful uses of outer space, including the moon and other celestial bodies. So thus, the significance of October 4th and October 10th in 1957 and 1967, thus this entire week is being celebrated, commemorated every year as World Space Week with these 2 commemorative events. And World Space Week consists of space education and outreach events held by space agencies, aerospace companies, schools, planetariums, museums, and astronomy clubs around the world in a common time frame. These synchronized space events attract greater public and media attention. And World Space Week 2021 achieved a record scale of more than 6,418 events in 96 nations. So World Space Week is coordinated by United Nations with the support of World Space Week Association, and the WSW leads a global team of national coordinators who promote the celebration of the World Space Week within their country. So what is the goals of World Space Week? Provide unique leverage in space outreach and education, educate people around the world about the benefits they receive from space, encourage greater use of space for sustainable economic development, demonstrate public support for space programs, excite young people about science, technology, engineering, and math, foster international cooperation in space and education. So with this, we shall conclude. We'll take up a Just a second. We'll watch a few videos. And I will also thanks to science and technology, we have not even polluted the planet, but we have also dumped a lot of waste, space. Lot of waste is, circulating across openly in space. This is how, our humans are notorious criminals as such. We don't leave anything, but, now we have dumped all the trash and whatnot. Now we are putting efforts because they are creating a lot of problem. They get in contact with satellites and satellites get damaged because the kind of pressure and force they move around. So we have realized the extent of damage they are causing and posing a threat. So we are trying to collect the space trash from, though it is very far from reality. It's not as easy as polluting and getting by. It will take thousands of years, and polluting is easy, but to again restore takes huge amount of monetary resources, natural resources, artificial resources. It's not that easy. To something destroying is very easy, but again producing is very difficult. This video shows the efforts in space, removing debris. And, we will watch another video. Just give me a second. This video is about Ariane launch.
Tous des DDO, attention pour les décomptes finales. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, top. Allumage Vulcain. Allumage EAP, décollage. La propulsion est nominale.
There she goes, hauling herself against the gravity of
La
our
propulsion est
planet.
nominale.
Everything's normal, he says. The propulsion is normal. We broke the sound barrier at 48 seconds after launch and went into Mach 1. And we're only now getting the sound here at the Jupiter Control Center as she flies over. I can feel the ground shaking. Blazing a trail across the sky here at the Guyana Space
Tous les
Center.
paramètres à bord sont nominaux.
After the initial 13-second vertical climb, we rotated to the east and we're heading out over the Atlantic Ocean. We're burning 3 engines, but the boosters, those 2 big boosters, are doing all the work right now. They're providing 90% of our thrust. And if we get lucky, we might even see them falling away with the naked eye. The boosters are burning at 3,000 degrees Celsius. And
La
the
propulsion est nominale.
main stage that they're attached to is at virtually at absolute zero, so you can imagine the incredible complexities of the temperatures there, a feat of human engineering. And those boosters,
Séparation des étages d'accélération à poudre.
are falling away. We've had confirmation there. We can see them, the 2 dots, just through the clouds, falling back to Earth. They've
La
burnt their
propulsion
propellant.
est nominale.
We don't need them anymore. And we've lost about 3/4 of our mass in just over 2 minutes. So now we're burning the main stage. You can see it there, the grey structure, the
La
big tank,
trajectoire est nominale.
a huge tank of cryogenic propellant. It's going to burn for about 9 minutes. And you can see at the front there, the fairing on the right-hand side. You can see the image there. The fairing is the nose of the vehicle, protecting our
Tous les paramètres à
satellites
bord sont nominaux.
from the rigors of the launch, from the sound and the acoustic waves at launch. It's obviously very, very loud.
Largage de la coiffe.
And of course, friction. If you look at the bottom left-hand side of the screen, you can see we're 114 kilometers above the Earth. That means we're on the outer edge of the atmosphere. There's no friction anymore. We're on the edge of space, and we don't need the fairing.
This is our ISRO launching 104 satellites at once into the space, emerging as a leader in space.
C-37's 39th mission to ISRO Nanoco passenger satellites, apart from other satellites belonging to international customers, have been successfully launched.
उड़ान संबंधी विभिन्न प्राचीनों का बड़ी बारीकी से सूक्ष्मता से निरीक्षण करते हुए मैं अब खामोशी ग्रहण करूंगा और आप तक पहुंचाऊंगा ये गंभीर आवाज जो प्रक्षेपण तक आपके साथ रहेगी।
-35 seconds. -30 seconds.
Real-time programs activated.
Roger. -25 seconds.
PS2 VSPPs are opened.
-20 seconds. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, +1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of normal, 7, 8, 9, plus 10 seconds.
P3 tracking.
A perfect liftoff
Auto tracking.
as usual for PSLV, and you can
Plus
see
15 seconds.
in all glory PSLV negotiating the dense atmosphere, all the strap-ons
Plus 20
firing well.
seconds.
जी हाँ, लगातार हमसे दूर जाता
Plus
PSLV
25 seconds.
अपनी गर्जना से आकाश के सन्नाटे को चीरता
Plus
हुआ
30
जैसे
seconds.
विश्व की सारी मानवता के नाम भारत का ये शांति दूत
Plus
एक
35
ही
seconds.
संदेश सुनाता हुआ कि सफलता के आसमान असीमित
Plus 40 seconds.
320 टन भारी 44.4 मीटर ऊंचे
25
इस
seconds.
प्रक्षेपण यान की ये 39वीं उड़ान जिसमें
Plus 50
16वीं
seconds.
उड़ान है इस विस्तृत संवर्धित संस्करण।
Plus 55 seconds.
Now all the 6 strap-ons functioning, and the atmosphere is successfully been negotiated. In about 10 seconds from now, we will see the first set of 4 ground lead strap-ons separated.
जी हाँ, जो ठोस कोट चरण होता है वो जमीन पर ही प्रक्षेपण के 3 सेकंड पूर्व प्रज्वलित हो जाता है।
separated.
PSLV C-37 with Cartosat 2 series
spacecraft and 103 co-passenger nanosatellites lifted off majestically on 15th February 2017 at 9:28 hours IST from SDC Sriharikota, the spaceport of India. Ground lit strap-ons separated. Airless strap-ons separated. Heat shield separated. Second stage separated. Third stage separated. Cartosat 2 series spacecraft injected into orbit. 2 ISRO nanosatellites INS-1A and 1B are injected into orbit. The separation of nanosatellites can be viewed from both sides, one after another.
So successfully, 104 satellites were placed in their orbits with a single rocket, PSLV-4. Sorry, PSLV-C-37. And this video was captured through onboard camera within the satellite launch vehicle, PSLV, in Excel configuration, with the 2 Earth observation satellite along with the 103 co-passenger satellites from the first launch pad of Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sriharikota, on 15th February 2017. The co-passenger satellites comprise 101 nano satellites, 1 each from Israel, Kazakhstan, Netherlands, Switzerland, United Arab Emirates, and 96 from United States of America, as well as 2 nano satellites from India. The total weight of all these satellites on board PSLV C-37 is about 1,378 kg. And PSLV C-37 also carries 2 ISRO nano satellites, INS-1A, INS-1B, as co-passenger satellite. So with this, we shall end the commemoration. We are advancing in science and technology, but often you can see while launching satellites, a lot of things that are leaving behind, the debris. And these debris pose a threat not only to space, but to future and present launches of satellites and other objects. So why space education is important? Because exploration propels us forward, which will lead to the creation of civilizations that flourished and developed into what we are today. And yes, there are many female astronauts in space. So gender equality, when we are talking gender empowerment, women are able to excel, and even in ISRO, many women actively contributed even in Mission Mangal and various other critical assignments. And recently, who was the last person to walk on the moon was Commander Eugene Cernan. He was the last person to walk on the moon during the first moonwalk on December 12th, 1972. So how we can commemorate? So we can have a space theme party, or space games, theme snacks, or attend a World Space Week event, such as like this. And several museums offline also, several museums, clubs and organizations will be hosting. We can attend them, or look for a public space event in your location and attend, and also promote these events online and offline. So World Space Week is the largest annual space event in the world, observed in over 95 countries with 6,000 events held every year. Accumulated space junk of 5 lakh pieces of junk today, which are mostly fragments from rockets and satellites, are accumulated. And this is an estimate by scientists. And shooting stars are really small pieces of rocks or dust that hit Earth's atmosphere from space, and they move so fast that it heats up and burns. And all the footages and pictures we get of planets in our solar system are from NASA's exploring spacecraft, which has been past every planet. So NASA has almost visited every planet, and the solar system is very old, as old as 4.57 billion old, as estimated. So learn new secrets from our universe, get to learn, stay in picture as hardworking space scientists unravel secrets about our world. We also get to know whatever threats our planet faces. So events like this not only inspire kids, but adults as well. They encourage public participation through its numerous fun programs and activities to get everyone on board on science and technology train. And it is a very good occasion to spend time with friends and family, whether by watching good old classic space movies like Star Trek together or visiting the planetarium. Space Week is an excellent time to have fun and learn by experience them through the lens of space science. So this week we have festival holidays, and at the same time, even after festival, it is a very good opportunity. Take time to take your children, students, or family members to planetarium and enjoy the view of celestial objects. Or you can go to the terrace and enjoy gazing, stargazing, or sky gazing, and you can watch, enjoy. Or if you are fortunate enough to have a telescope, then you can have a very closer look at the stars and other celestial objects which are, in reach. And we can organize, events like this, so which will help us to create awareness. And this week we have Humphrey's Pajama Week from United Kingdom, October 4 to 7. This famous Humphrey's Pajama is a fundraising event for young children to participate in, and children may wear their pajamas for the day and engage in a variety of fun and educational themed activities while earning cash for the Children's Trust for a voluntary donation of £2 per kid. The Children's Trust has collaborated with famous preschool brand Humphrey's Corner to provide unique activities for children. They offer rehabilitation, education, and specialized assistance to children who have suffered brain damage. The charity services rely on voluntary donations from its supporters. So over 4,000 youngsters are expected to suffer from brain damage as a consequence of accidents or sickness in the UK. So the term for this is acquired brain damage. Although some children are extremely fortunate to recover completely, others may be left with long-term and life-altering consequences. Each year, many more children are born with brain injuries or suffer from degenerative brain disorder. The Children's Trust and its employees strive to assist children with complicated medical requirements in living their best lives. The charity services are not completely financed by statutory sources, hence its reliance on voluntary contributions from its supporters. All funds and during the unique week will be used to provide specialized care for children as well as organize visits to farms, museums, and movies. So the Child Trust understands the significance of early brain development and its influence on long-term performance. As a result, The organization has invested into a variety of measures to promote early child's physical, cognitive, social, and emotional preparedness for school. Hundreds more rallies have been staged around the country by children's trusts. These programs have served to empower parents and communities that previously did not realize the power they have in influencing governmental decisions that can enhance the quality of life for the nation's children. Children who suffer a severe brain injury may lose some function in muscles, speech, vision, hearing, or taste, or a combination of all. If you have a children or niece or nephew, assist them in making their own teddy bear cookies to take nursery or preschool later with their buddies. Allow them to participate in the creation of something of value, donate to the cause. And children are more complex than you would believe. So read up on child psychology and learn how to have a positive influence on your child. Mild injury does not mean less damage, like concussions, whiplash, and other mild brain injuries can have long-lasting effects that also needs intervention. A younger brain is more vulnerable to damage because the underdeveloped portions of the brain grow from previously damaged brain, making future development difficult to predict. And children with brain injury may look the same. They are most likely long-lasting changes. Adjustment is an endless process and recovery takes a long time. And it is unfair to either make predictions or judgments based on their progress, as recovery varies widely between two children with similar injuries. No two brain injuries are alike. And while the symptoms of a brain injury in children are similar to those experienced by adults, the functional impact can be very different. It may become apparent as the child grows older, so damage is not obvious. So with this, we shall conclude this commemoration. And this week, entire week is celebrated as World Dyslexia Week. World Dyslexia Day is celebrated on October 3rd as well as October 4th. Generally, it is Thursday in October. So, but October 3rd is also celebrated sometime before, but generally it is Thursday. So that entire week is celebrated. And many of us take for granted, such as reading and writing fluently is an area of struggle for those who have dyslexia. And dyslexia is a common learning disorder that affects the personal ability to read and write properly. And dyslexics are often unable to read quickly and write without committing errors. Dyslexics might struggle with reading, writing, vocabulary, and tasks that require eye-hand coordination. It affects 20% of the population and make up to 80 to 90% of all these with learning disorders. World Dyslexia Day raises awareness about these issues and what can be done to manage such a disorder. So dyslexia is a learning disorder that affects both children and adults. Since its manifestation is almost always external, it can be quickly diagnosed. Dyslexia was first identified by German physician Oswald Berkan in 1881. It was named dyslexia by ophthalmologist Rudolf Berlin 6 years after the disorder was identified. Berkan discovered the existence of the developmental reading disorder while analyzing the case of a young boy who had reported severe difficulties in learning to read and write properly. Since the patient was otherwise intellectually and physically sound, Berken was especially intrigued by his case. Once his findings became popular, Berken realized that his young patient wasn't a rare case and that, in fact, many adults seemed to be suffering from it too. Like some other disabilities, dyslexia cannot be treated just by medication. Patients often need therapy, innovative methods for learning, and persistent care by caregivers to live a life where their learning difficulties can be managed. When the disorder is undiagnosed, patients are often mistaken as lazy, slow learners, or stubborn with a knack for stirring up trouble. This is, of course, far from true. Since dyslexia was discovered, doctors, therapists, the world over have been trying to find the best ways for dyslexics to manage their disorder. Since reading can be a challenge for dyslexics, a special dyslexia font has been invented to make reading easier. Apart from the World Dyslexia Day, Dyslexia Awareness Month, created by the International Dyslexia Association, is also celebrated during the month of October every year. Not only we have Dyslexia Day, we have Dyslexia Week and Dyslexia Month. This entire month is also, like we have seen earlier, Mental Health Month and World Vegetarian Awareness Month, and also Dyslexia Awareness Month. And we have many more coming. So red is the color for dyslexia awareness, red ribbon. And dyslexia is a learning disorder that involves difficulty reading due to problems identifying speech sounds and learning how they relate to letters, words, decoding. It affects the areas of brain that process language. So there are many famous persons of dyslexia. Leonardo da Vinci, Saint Teresa, Napoleon Bonaparte, Winston Churchill, Carl Jung, Albert Einstein, and Thomas Edison. These all were dyslexic. And if you feel that you can be help to someone with dyslexia, extend your time to them. On World Dyslexia Day, let's take a pledge to help dyslexics with diagnosis, therapy, medical care, and more. The word has Greek roots. Dys means inadequate and lexis means words of language. So inadequate words or language. So it does not affect all language abilities. Dyslexia is more likely to cause difficulties in deciphering certain words or sounds. It is quite common that it makes up almost 90% of those with learning disorders. And it may be hereditary. Children with a dyslexic parent are more likely to be dyslexic. And we have seen Albert Einstein, John Lennon, and Alexander Graham Bell were also dyslexic. Dyslexics are also often looked down for being slow, stubborn, and lazy, but that is not the case. World Dyslexic Day eradicates such prejudices and raises awareness about what exactly the disorder is. It destigmatizes the disorder. It gives a sense of belonging. Dyslexia Day helps patients with dyslexia and their caretakers feel like they belong. It can help them from communities, share resources, encourage each other to live more fulfilling lives. World Dyslexia Day also allows you to do your bit for the community by attending awareness programs, making donations to helpful causes, and spreading the word about the day. You make a world a better place for dyslexics. Today is also World Animal Day. Now, the time for all animal lovers to show their compassion, because October 4th is World Animal Day. And we all are planning to make a big roar. Animals can't talk in conventional way, but the way that humans communicate with each other, but there's one day where we can all give a voice to these animals who cannot speak for themselves. So people spanning across the globe will come together to celebrate World's Animal Day in any corner of the planet, no matter which country you explore. Animals will consistently have a strong impact on the region's culture. So World Animal Day dates back as far as 1925 when Heinrich Zimmermann organized the first celebration in Berlin. Zimmermann, the publisher of a German animal lovers magazine, Man and Dog, launched the event to raise awareness and improve the welfare of animals. The date of October The day, October 4th, is also known as Feast Day of Saint Francis of Assisi, the patron saint of animals. Beloved among all Catholics, Saint Francis was famously recognized for his remarkable way with animals and all living things. So Saint Francis is also the chosen papal name for His Holiness himself. Pope Francis. Some Catholic churches have been known to offer blessings to the pets on this day in the honor of all saints Francis has done for the animals. So World Animal Day has also become an arena for ecologists to discuss the problems associated with endangered species. Beginning in 2003, the UK-based charity Nature Watch Foundation has sponsored the event and organized ways for animal lovers all over the world to take part and make their voices heard in support of our animal friends. This day is not just for domesticated animals, it's for wild animals, endangered species, and those threatened by environmental devastation or lack of protection. This day is a reminder not just to love the animals in our homes, but to appreciate and respect all living things that are part of our ecosystem. Greek philosopher Pythagoras is the first in a line of several Greek and Roman philosophers to teach us that animals have souls and advocate for vegetarianism in 530 BCE. Early vegans, Lewis Gompertz, publishes moral inquiries on the situation of man and of brutes, one of the first books advocating for animal rights in 1624. Anna Sewell's novel Black Beauty is the first English novel written from the perspective of a non-human and spurs debate over treatment of horses, showing the power of literature. In 1877. The International Animal Protection Congress in Florence, Italy, unanimously accepted and adopted World Animal Day globally, and it is an animal victory in 1931. The Society for Animal Protective Legislation, SAPL, is the first organization to lobby for human slaughter legislation in the US, and SAPL makes waves in 1955. Now, in Catholic tradition, you can get your pet blessed. You can take to nearest church and take blessings, animal blessings. And apart from that, who are non-Catholics, it's a wonderful day to have your pets also to take to your respective religious places to get blessings, or you can enjoy with them. It's a global holiday. Check out animal welfare shelters and conservation centers to find out if there are any opportunities for you to volunteer or give back or adopt. Don't shop, adopt. You can find a lot of animals at shelter homes which are looking for sweet homes. And there's lots you can do. You can volunteer at a local shelter or conservation center, or join in for a peaceful protest, or donate to your favorite animal rights organization, or create awareness. One of the best ways to do your part is get involved in any of the official events happening on October 4th, or any online and offline events like this. A good place to start is the official World Animal Day, where you can get help coming up with an idea or organizing a plan and putting it into action. And pet adopt-a-thons are common event held in many cities on World Animal Day, and it's a small action that can make a big difference. And at these events, attendees can learn about pet ownership and care, share stories with fellow pet owners, buy pet-related toys, products, and many more. Peaceful protests are also commonplace across the world on October 4th. These can range from better treatment of animal agriculture or agricultural livestock to complete termination of cultural pastimes and whale slaughtering, poaching elephants, and other wildlife. And some interesting facts about some animals. Seahorses mate for life, and when they travel, they hold each other's trains. And the heart of a shrimp is located in its head, making it as hard-headed. At 188 decibels, the blue whale can produce the loudest sound of any animal. A tiger skin also has stripes, and each pattern is unique as a fingerprint. So a tiger can't change its stripes. Basically, flamingos are naturally white, but their diet of brine, shrimp, and algae turns them pink. So on this day, ecosystems are extremely fragile, and when one species exits for any reason, becoming extinct or endangered, or critically endangered, it often has serious repercussions for the rest of the system. By celebrating World Animal Day, we raise awareness about the importance of conservation, the balance in our ecosystems. This ensures tens of thousands of people will maintain their farming and fishing livelihoods. It unites us all. The mission of World Animal Day is to bring together all humans in the name of improving the lives of animals. This means all people, regardless of nationality, faith, religion, or political ideology, are welcome to join in to make a difference. The ultimate goal is to ensure animals are recognized as sentient beings, and we do all we can do to improve their welfare. And over the years, World Animal Day has been great success in improving the lives of animals. In Egypt, the day's events have led to an additional clauses in the Egyptian constitution that offer rights to animals. Similarly, in Sudan, Parliament has introduced new legislation meant to protect animals. Even in India, we have animal laws. And today is also National Truckers Appreciation Day. Honors a deserving group of people and their dedication to taking us on one of the most challenging essential jobs in the country while keeping the economy moving. We tie up our hats, or rather our tucker caps, to them and salute on them, often who are unnoticed and unappreciated profession that boasts some of the bravest and kindest men and women in the United States and across the globe. Without trucks traveling to and fro from destinations delivering products and other essential cargo, the landscape, especially long distance roads, would be empty. And truckers provide an important societal service by transporting finished goods and raw materials to and from manufacturing plants, retail outlets, and distribution centers. So truck drivers must also inspect their vehicles for mechanical issues or safety concerns. Others, such as driver and sales workers, are in charge of the sales as well as cleaning, preparing, and entertaining and customer service. So truck drivers collaborate closely with warehouse associates and workers to load and unload shipments. Despite the current global recession, the trucking industry is expanding. So between April and June 2020, the number of available trucks dividing jobs has been increased over 10,000. So trucking, more than nearly even every other industry in the country, provides a sense of stability in an uncertain time. Over the next 10 years, the trucking industry is expected to grow by 21%. And over the last 2 decades, heavy trucks emissions have been reduced by over 95% due to EPA regulators. And small businesses are also prevalent as trucking companies account for 90% of the industry. And only 60% of the truck drivers worldwide are female. And truckers spend more than 240 nights away from home each year, accounting for more than half of the year. This day honors brave and selfless men and women on the road who do not see their families and loved ones very often throughout the year. So with this, we shall conclude this commemoration. And today is also Kindness to Animal Day. It was started with the beginning of a proclamation issued by then President of the Philippines, Carlos Holistico Garcia. The fact that a president of a country made the part of everyone's life. And thus that a president of country made the part of his life's work shows that no matter who you are, what you do, or where are you from, being compassionate towards animals is and will always be worthy cause. Animals deserve human kindness, whether they are house pets like cats, dogs, animals like horses, or wild animals like owls, alligators, or anything. You can just show kindness to them, animal, uh, or to any animal for that matter, by caring for pets. And today is also International Chung Yang Festival. It is also related to ancestors who have, or double ninth or autumn remembrance or festival of high places as per Chinese lunar calendar. So in China, people celebrate Qingyun by climbing hills and visiting graves of their ancestors to offer burnt offerings. Families enjoy picnics and flying kites. They believe that as the kites fly away, bad luck also lives there. So Changyang cakes made of rice flour and sugar are enjoyed along with Christian anthem, wine or tea, or to ward off evil. So the word nine in Chinese is pronounced in a similar way to the Chinese character Ju, which means long. Thus, the day of Changyang also represents longevity and also fortunate one. In 1989, the day was designated as Senior Day by Chinese government. And Mandarin is the official language of China, the largest population. They also don't speak English. And they are highly developed and advanced. And main religions are Buddhism, Taoism, Islam, Catholicism, Protestantism. And people freely choose and express their beliefs, but basically, so this is a day to honor and show respect to elders. Celebrate by honoring your elders with kind gestures, and enjoy the day spending time with your loved ones, family members. And today is also Improve Your Office Day. This originated from the Medial Monks Scriptorium, a place for writing But the concept became formalized in 18th century when the East India Company needed a bureaucracy to process information and make decisions in its newly acquired empire in India. Over the years, the office has undergone different design, sizes, and philosophies, but it has always been within a designated building. The office has come to signify any place where we get our job done, and that can be in an office building or co-working space or Starbucks, the library, or even a corner in our house or home. While may accept the way we work now and the concept of office may seem timeless and the office does not have a uh, the office does have a history and it isn't always as it is now. So improves the commercialization and various aspects. And today is also National Cinnamon Roll Day. A warm buttery bun with sugar, honey, and cinnamon. Sweet treats are made who are can everyone likes cinnamon rolls and everyone has their special favorite. So not cinnamon rolls in because here it's not very uncommon because this is basically in US, but we use cinnamon as a spices, to enhance taste, smell, aroma. The original rolls were Swedish were less sweet than the American cousins, but as just delicious as the dough always has a tiny bit of cardamom. They have many names. All of the names, cinnamon snail is almost bizarre. They also called sticky buns or cinnamon buns or cinnamon swirl and cinnamon Danish. So cinnamon is the spice of the rich in Middle Ages only. The wealthy could afford cinnamon. In fact, the more spices you could buy, the richer you are. And cinnamon is also known in herbal and holistic medicines to treat diabetes, arthritis, high cholesterol, and many other ailments. And the American cinnamon classic is called the gut bomb because it contains 880 calories and 14 spoonfuls of sugar. And it is a mighty sweet roll, a warm sweet roll with goodness of butter and flavor and aroma of cinnamon. And of all these spices, we love cinnamon the most. It tastes great at baking. It makes whole house smell festive. It's even good for your health. And today is also National Taco Day. Taco on this taco day, we only need to grab some tortillas and stuff with savory fillings from the traditional carne asada, cheese, tomato, lettuce, and sour cream to make it more exotic and gustatory delights like chorizo, even tongue, to name only a few of the meat component alternative. And even the word stuff is no accident. Many believe that the word taco derives from the Spanish ataco, meaning to stuff. You can create your own taco. Or gift the tacos to your loved one, friend, or even a complete stranger you pass on the street. Together we'll make a world better place, one taco at a time. And the word maize was first used by the Taino peoples indigenous to Antilles and the the Bahamas, though technically their word was maize and only changed to maize when they adopted by Spanish explorers. Popular use of earlier gas and powered engines and electronic motors was to grind for masa, the dough or paste that was then flattened into tortillas. Even if you are skeptical of the popular, though there is a fluctuations in the market involve more variables than we can list here. So this machine finally we have come to last commemoration. Today is Mahanavami. And today, in South India, Mahanavami is also known as Ayudha Puja or Astra Puja. It is a day just before completion of Navaratri and one day before Vijayadashmi. And already discussed, Mahishasura was a demon with supernatural abilities. However, the Asuras, demons, were always defeated by the gods. So Mahishasura, tired of being vanquished, vowed to alter things. So for many years, he sacrificed his sleep, food, and all the creature comforts to focus on Brahma, the creator of the cosmos and all life. He prayed to Brahma with unflinching dedication and intensity. Brahma was overjoyed. He came to Mahishasura and assured him that he could ask for anything and have it granted as a boon. And Mahishasura requested a boon from Brahma that would grant him invincibility. So Mahishasura in his hubris felt that no woman could ever overcome him. Brahma bestowed the boon upon him. Then Mahishasura began his terror reign. He quickly seized control of earth. He assaulted and conquered Indra's celestial dwelling, the king of gods, and all of the mighty weapons flung at him by the gods were ineffective. Mahishasura appeared to be invincible, and the gods could not stop him. Then everyone's gaze was drawn to goddess Parvati. She quickly assumed the form of Durga and Durga had 10 hands, ferocious eyes, and a plethora of gold jewels. And she was both lovely and terrible. She charged into combat with Mahishasura while riding a lion. Mahishasura was a strong being who could shapeshift between human and buffalo forms. For 9 days, Durga and Mahishasura fought, and Durga killed Mahishasura by piercing his heart with a spade on day 10. Thus, goddess Durga put a stop to the horror that Mahishasura had unleashed on heaven and earth. Since then, the day has been known as Mahanavami and as 10th day as Vijayadashmi, meaning both victory and 10th, to commemorate the triumph of virtue over evil. So goddess Durga is adored, revered as a primary element of mother goddesses and is connected with protection, strength, maternity, devastation, and battle. And the recorded story of Durga defeating the demon Mahishasura appears in literature and is found in Sanskrit. In West Bengal, Mahanavami is celebrated to commemorate Durga's defeat over Mahishasura in a grand manner every year, along with other states, and a 100-foot high goddess Durga statue is displayed in Guwahati, India, the Statue of Liberty in 2017. So there are various activities we do. Devotees rise early to worship the goddess Durga. Special meals are created using ingredients such as saffron to commemorate the completion of 9-day fast. Paneer rolls and other sweet delights are also among the dishes, especially in North India. Mahanavami commemorates the triumph over good over evil because it celebrates the day when goddess Durga defeated the buffalo monster. And one such major holiday is Mahanavami, commonly known as Navami, which commemorates the completion of Navaratris, 9 days of fasting and rituals. Though it is an optional holiday, but employees in India are allowed to pick a restricted number of holidays from the list of optional holidays under employment and holiday rules. But most of the industries or even business houses and other corporates give leave on this day. This day they don't work because Ayuda Puja, which Ayuda here means weapons or tools, or which give them success, which are crucial for the business. So they give rest for them and they pray for them. They keep them for blessing. So they are not used for any work today. So that's why they give holiday today and tomorrow. And fasting have various advantages and has been emphasized practically in all religions. So fasting may detoxify your body while also providing much needed relaxation to your digestive system. And temples are illuminated by diyas, lamps, and adorned with floral arrangements. And along with individuals and families performing puja at their sweet homes. So participate in prayer in our sweet homes as well as temples. Durga is also known as Butsumo, the Earth Mother in Japanese Buddhism, and is also an expression of Shiva as one of the main deities of Hinduism. And Durga represents Shakti or feminine divine force, his other name. and manifests in many other forms and names, including Parvati, Kamakshi, Ishi, and lots of names. And it honors feminine strength because Mahishasura was murdered by a woman, killed by a woman. And Mahanavami is a day dedicated to female empowerment or women empowerment or gender equality. It aids us in our understanding of Hindu traditions and cultures, enthralling stories about, though it is just termed as stories, but these are facts, throughout Hindu Hindu culture and traditions. This day allows us to go further into the world of Hindu culture and traditions and uncover even more amazing, stories. And it helps attract more prosperity and happiness. You get the goddess Durga's celestial blessings, which protect you from all harmful energies and decrease the malevolent effects of the planets. It aids in attracting more wealth and pleasure in your life. And as already mentioned, people, across the nation and other parts of the globe worship and revere the objects and instruments or vehicles related to their profession and livelihood on this auspicious day, as per, lunar solar calendar commonly used by the Hindu community. And Navaratri starts after the new moon of Ashwina month and is a 9-day long festival that celebrates the victory of goddess over a demon named Mahishas. However, multiple versions exist. The one of the most popular legend also comes from Mahabharata, the greatest Hindu epic. According to Mahabharata, Arjuna, the third Pandava prince, retrieved his weapons after completing his Vanavasa or exile, wherein he had to spend 14 years in the forest. The Pandavas were sent to Vanavasa after they lost everything in a gamble, and which was rigged by their enemy. And the Kauravas, after retrieving weapons, the Pandavas fought with the Kauravas and won their lives and kingdom back. So devotees worship their weapons, tools, instruments, and books on this day. As we progressed into modern age, weapon worship lost its significance with the related objects of work and occupation taking their place as the objects of worship. And the Indus Valley civilization flourishes in the Indian subcontinent, and the Vedic era commences in India, and Vedic culture and beliefs spread throughout the subcontinent and the entire world, and which has been translated into various other languages across the globe. And we also know the goddess was created by combining the life force of three major deities, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. And basically there is no male or female god as such. These are manifestations of the supreme, that is Brahma, not that God Brahma, to facilitate and promote procreation. So the supreme has manifested into male and female, where the creation started with the union of male and female. That's how the nature has created both men and women, and they started procreation, so that we humans thus came into existence. So that's how both are equally important, and there is no discrimination, but both have supplement each other. The but rituals already mentioned, cleaning and worshipping of all the places, surroundings, tools, objects, and instruments of one's profession is done with utmost purity and respect. And Puranas are very extensive and cannot be read on a single day, so read them slowly over a time. And this is also a time to clean, maintain, examine all your tools at workplace and at home. And and we know that Hinduism is the oldest religion in the world and the largest in Indian subcontinent. And Hinduism does not consider the quest for wealth, and it is a sin that even a goddess of wealth in Hinduism, that is goddess Lakshmi or god Kubera, and no single person can be claimed as the founder of Hinduism. The concept of Hinduism, concept of time in Hinduism believes in a circular concept of time, not a linear one. And it is the oldest religion and oldest religion surviving in this world. And we can see Hinduism represented as both history and also mythology. This makes festivals like Ayudha Puja and various other festivals truly enthralling. And the university in diversity, India is a home to people for different backgrounds, languages, culture, races, and traditions. Despite all the differences, people enjoy coming together to celebrate different traditions. That is, the greatness of Hinduism, where in spite of being majority, they respect and they give utmost freedom to everyone to celebrate, come together, joy, and share feelings and joy, irrespective of one's ethnicity or religion or caste. It accepts all religions. Hindu culture does not have any traditions or rituals to convert others into religion. And, it gives utmost freedom no religion offers. And it believes in truly universal brotherhood and sisterhood. And we love the tenacity and tolerance of this religion, which no religion offers. So with this, happy Mahanavami. And if you haven't done Ayudha Puja, even now also you can do. There's nothing wrong. It's better late than never. Or you can do it tomorrow also, no problem. If you are missed out today and you are not able to do it, so tomorrow also you can do it. So happy Dasara and have a great day and happy Mahanavami too. So with this, we shall conclude today's commemorations. Hope you all have enjoyed, and kindly fill up the feedback form shared in the form of polls before you leave. If you have any questions, you can raise your hand, you can share in chat box, or you can unmute yourself. Feedback form has been raised. Quickly fill up the feedback form. It is mandatory for receiving certificate. Dear friends, quickly fill up the feedback form. Complete all the details, provide all the details and complete the feedback form. And from tomorrow onwards, as already mentioned, we'll be starting this from 8 to 9. We'll be having this new series, Role of Media in Holistic Health, Sustainable Development and Well-being. So you can take up any media or even for that matter, social media, traditional media, in that electronic media, print media, or you can take any aspect and you can see how they are contributing to holistic health and well-being and also towards sustainable development. So you can discuss it by taking, or you can take anything. You can take films. Media is a very, media is an umbrella term. And, you can take anything from media, like even films, movies, drama, or serials or anything. You can take it and discuss if they are contributing or if they are having a social message or social cause. It's a wonderful opportunity. There is no qualification or, anyone who watches who is an user If you have watched something or if you have gone through something, you can just register and let me know so that I can allot you a session where you can share your observations and we all can learn together. So this is a very fun activity to increase our skills as well as, we can overcome our limitations, and it's a very good practice for everyone. And this is a general topic, no, nothing so scientific or so technical. So this provides a wonderful opportunity for everyone to look it, and we can also enjoy, have fun. We have very good movies. Like yesterday, I told Charlie based on a dog movie. So that is named after Charlie Chaplin. So you can take up any topics on social cause or anything and let us know in advance. So tomorrow, I think we will be starting from 8 to 9 after this conclusion of these 6 to 8 sessions. And for that, there will be an individual certificate for that separately. And registration form has been shared already. If not, I will circulate in group today. You can also register for that. It's the same process for that series also. Daily register for it. And you will be getting daily certificate also for that series. So anyone can present. So feel free, whoever watches movies or TV shows or documentaries, or you can just go through it and share how it is related to health and sustainable development or well-being, and how it is contributing or how it has contributed or how it can contribute. So with this, thank you everyone. Happy Dasra once again. Take care. Good night.